Welcome to the news at 1 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Aisha Uba Ali. Remember, you can also join us on our YouTube channel at NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Let's begin with stories from the presidency. President Bola Tinubu has departed Abuja for Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to attend the 19th meeting of the G20 Leaders Summit taking place in the South American country. The presidential airplane took off from the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport at about 7 o'clock Sunday evening. A statement by the presidential advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, implies that the Nigerian leader's participation at the instance of the Brazilian president and current president of the group, Leo Inacio Lula da Silva, the summit holding from Monday, November 18 to Tuesday 19 will bring together leaders from the world's top 20 economies, including the European Union, the African Union, and multilateral financial institutions, among others. President Tinubu is also expected to hold bilateral meetings on the sidelines of the summit. In advancement of Nigerian socio-economic reforms, he is expected to return to Nigeria at the end of the visit. Meanwhile, inspiring a generation of transformational leaders through deliberate efforts that instills qualities of a good leader in the younger generation has been the visionary objectives and cardinal principles of the Bridge Leadership Foundation for 11 years. Founder of the mentoring organization and former governor of Cross River State, Senator Liel Imoke, during the 2024 Emerging Political Leadership Fellow graduation, says this was to help provide leadership direction towards addressing the leadership question in the country. Abdullahi Ajia brings us details.
It was a night of celebration and the closing phase of a 6 months rigorous training as well as a lifetime achievement for 25 graduates of the Emerging Political Leadership Fellowship of the Bridge Leadership Foundation.
The type of qualitative...
The interactions and expression during the graduation and awards further solidify the overall objectives of the foundation to equip and guide young people with necessary values needed to change leadership narratives.
The foundation is working with young people, trying to get them to understand and appreciate that leaders are not born, leaders are made. And they have to go through a process that builds them in terms of character, in terms of integrity, in terms of their own passion and their zeal to serve the people. And it's only that can actually project them ultimately into leadership.
This kind of mentorship, I think we will go places because we are building people with capacity and the necessary resource.
With a vision crafted around mentorship, an array of accomplished Nigerian leaders took turns to share knowledge.
If you want to be a senator, you have to be that determined. You cannot be risk averse. You must be ready to bear the risk. I think there's there for soul searching. There's there to engage.
And when people know that you are courageous and you have what it takes, they'll invest in you.
We are equally energized to contribute our quota, and we go with us. We believe in a few years' time, we'll be looking back at this day and be grateful.
Now you know what you want to do and you know how to do it. So it's going through these fellowships gives you that opportunity to be a more refined person.
Having found worthy and qualified for the 2024 fellowship class, distinguished awards and certificates were presented to the graduates, challenging them to go and make the difference in the world. Apart from the fellowship program, the foundation is also making an impact with its teachers support program, leadership advocacy, scholarships and community development mentoring, all aimed at unlocking potentials across the country as parts of contributions to the realization of some of the sustainable development goals. In Abuja, Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Now, more than 300 residents of the FCT have benefited from the 2024 Training and Empowerment Program from the Office of the Member representing Amak Buhari Federal Constituency, Joshua Chinedu Obika. The initiative aims to elevate women and youth in business and provide them with necessary skills and resources to succeed. Hawa Gimba completes the story.
Described as a wake-up call and a new beginning in the lives of residents under the Amagwari Federal Constituency, Member House of Representatives Amagwari Joshua Chinedu Obika says the program focuses on empowering women and youths from the grassroots level. This, he says, is particularly noteworthy as it addresses the unique challenges faced by these groups. Providing training and empowerment opportunities will help to bridge the gap and promote economic inclusion.
We knew some of them that needed just cooking item to support their restaurant business. We know about some of them who needed just a sewing machine to go into their fashion business. We know some of them who are into dry cleaning business. Do you think such people will go and dispose it? No. They will actually use it for their need.
I want to tell you, and I want to tell all the members of the constituency who have voted for you that the Labour Party is very, very proud of you.
Yes, sir.
This is the first item given to them, and we will not, the Honorable will not be happy seeing them utilizing it. So it will be good for them to use it.
I will thank Honorable for the kind gesture, and I pray for him to continue this night.
I feel excited. Nigerians should enjoy more of this.
Items presented include cooking gas, deep freezer, washing machines, grinding machine, sewing machines, generators, among others. The gesture by the Member House of Representatives is crucial in promoting economic growth by reducing poverty. Hawagimba, NTA News.
And now from Kefi, the Good Friends Community Empowerment Association of Nigeria has held its 2024 annual general meeting in Kefi, Nasarawa State, with a call for humane individuals and corporate organizations to invest in charitable causes that will positively touch the lives of people. Ngozi Peve completes the report.
Good Friends Community Empowerment Association of Nigeria, established 5 years ago, has been impacting positively to Nigerians in the area of community development, support to the less privileged in the society, donations of medical equipment to public health facilities, among others.
We are just 5 years old, but look at the impact we are making. So I appeal to all Nigerians to be doing the same.
The association, in order to improve on its humanitarian services, held its 2024 annual general meeting with the theme Managing Relationships Among Friends, where strategic developmental direction of the guild was discussed.
We are able to do a lot of activities, and then we have carried our members along, and we have even gotten some new members because of our level of empowerment. We have assisted some of our members financially, though some of them that are bereaved and some of them that have their weddings and some of them that have incapacitated. We have reached out to them, and we have even reached out to some communities also. We have done some boreholes, and then we have did some donate some books also to some schools.
These donations are coming from individuals, from our pockets, to donate, touch life and engage other people that are less privileged. We have done a lot.
Highlights of the event were the introduction of new members and donation of gifts to some members who had retired from public service.
And on your retirement also, we wish you a happy birthday and congratulations.
The sense of friendship that exists among members of this association is an indication that religious, tribal, and regional sentiments are not barriers to development. From Kefi, Ngozi Peve, NTA News.
Still talking charity. In a heartwarming display of community spirit, the Kari Children's Home has praised the Good Friends Community Empowerment Association of Nigeria for its tireless effort in uplifting the lives of vulnerable orphans. Aisha Bashir tells us more.
Describing the group's generous donation, which played a pivotal role in sustaining the Kari Children's Home operations and enhancing the welfare of the children in its care, the orphanage's management commended their intervention.
We want to say thank you very much to Good Friends Association for thinking of us and for bringing these gifts to us. We are grateful and we pray that the Almighty continues to bless everyone in the group and replenish them.
President of the organization stated that their contributions have not only sustained operations but also uplifted the lives of the orphans, providing them with essential care, education and opportunities to thrive.
It's part of our mandate and vision for us to reach out to the less privileged and then to communities and to even out to our members.
See that it's part of our responsibility to come and at least add a value to what they are doing, to see that they are doing well.
Usually visits like this actually encourages us to do beyond our own environment.
I am very glad because we have seen the children here. We have seen what really the people here are facing. But thank God, we have contributed our widow's mind to the development of this organization.
Ultimately, they pointed out that the orphanage aims to enhance its educational offerings, develop vocational training programs and provide more comprehensive healthcare services to the children with continued support from organizations and benefactors. Aisha Bashir, NT News.
Okay, we're now going on a short break, and when we return, the news continues.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me. And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
Unity station Nta Channel 5, Abuja would say have a lovely day.
Thanks for staying tuned. Building trust in the good system of the nation requires adopting global best practices in food safety. Hence, the commitment spanning from street vendors to high-end hotels in the nation's capital. This came to the fore during the inauguration of the Food Safety Committee by the Permanent Secretary Social Development Secretariat Olubunmi Oluokere, who says creating a safe food environment in the FCT is fundamental. Hawagimba reports.
Globally, 600 people suffer from foodborne illnesses each year, resulting in 420 deaths. Permanent Secretary, FCT Social Development Secretariat Olubunmi Oluokere says the Federal Capital Territory is growing to become a top destination, hence food safety of topmost concern, adding that building trust in the hospitality industry will guarantee quality experience for visitors. She helps on awareness campaigns on proper food handling, storage, and preparation that will empower everyone in food chain.
The issue of food security and safety is paramount to the health and well-being of us as individuals and of the nation as a whole. A healthy people will make a healthy nation. You can't have a nation full of sick people and then you think there will be progress.
For the newly inaugurated committee members, this is a call to action for FCT to thrive as a tourism destination, as food safety must be guaranteed.
The scope of this committee, we are going to expand the committee, not only the hospitality industry, even the food vendors outside, all this mama food, you understand, because hygiene, you understand, is something that we should look at.
It's the only way you can ensure that your food is safe is for government to put in the structures. And this is a strategy of putting the project for the FCT is all about the strategy to ensure that our food, every food consumed within the hospitality space in FCT is safe.
It is important for us, we consider it very important because for the tourism industry to thrive in FCT, you know, there has to be some, you know, measure of food safety.
We have so many food poisonings around FCT. And you know, FCT, there's so many people coming into Nigeria, they come direct to FCT, they go to hotels, eat food that they don't even know the sources. And personally, I've been poisoned once, and that is a great experience.
The collaborative efforts and partners with the FCT Public Health, Agriculture, private and civil society are set to leave no stone unturned in safeguarding food safety. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Transnational organized crime is a complex and dangerous issue impacting nations across the globe. From human and drug trafficking to cybercrime and arms trade, the challenges are endless. However, multinational collaborations have continued to intensify efforts towards highlighting the threat of the challenge to global harmony as examined by correspondent Onoto Yakubu.
According to recent data from the United Nations, the transnational organized crime generates an estimated $870 billion a year. These funds fuel corruption, violence, and inequality. The UN Office on Drugs and Crime emphasizes the importance of international collaboration to break down these networks and restore safety to communities. From human and drug trafficking to cybercrime, terrorism, and arms trade, these networks profit by preying on the vulnerable, causing instability in communities and undermining justice systems worldwide.
The Security Council has long recognized the danger posed by transnational organized crime to international peace and security, including in Resolution 2482. But we must do more to strengthen our defenses. I see three priorities for action. First, we must strengthen cooperation. Criminal groups work across borders and geographies. We must meet this global challenge with a global response. Multilateral cooperation is the only credible path to target the criminal dynamics that fuel violence and prolong cycles of conflict.
In detriment, no country is immune to the menace and havoc constantly orchestrated through transnational organized crimes. These networks operate without regard for borders, thereby emphasizing the significant place of coordination. Authorities say it is a difficult battle, but every step forward makes a difference, highlighting the need for community awareness and education as part of the solution, with the notion that by recognizing the signs of human trafficking, drug smuggling, and other forms of organized crimes, communities can play a vital role in prevention. To achieve set goals, security experts assert that global unity and resilience can drive the strides towards a safer world. Onoto Yakubu, NTA.
Away from crime now to celebrations. It was a gathering to celebrate love and unity as Adedoyin Mercy Adeyemi and her heartthrob Samuel Oluwatosin Orekoya tied the knot in their blissful wedding tagged with Sam Found Mercy. Their holy matrimony marks a beautiful culmination of a steadfast and affectionate courtship. Kama Kama tells us more.
Pastor of the African Church Cathedral, Stephen Olayoka of New Wine Church, UK, officiated the wedding ceremony. He urged the couple to prioritize God in their union.
He said, wives, submit yourself to your husband. It is the responsibility of a woman to submit And it is also the due responsibility of the man to love.
I met him in 2018 in the Nigerian Law School, and he has been a brother, a friend, and a confidant.
As my friend, she's very gentle. I think when you see her like that, that's the first thing that comes to mind. She's very gentle, very soft-spoken. I think those are like the main words I used to describe her.
As tradition demands, in such colorful union, the symbolic cutting the cake and opening the dance floor, surrounded by loved ones, a spectacular sight to behold. Samuel Oluwatosin Orekoya, the groom, is an accomplished legal expert serving as secretary to the Board of Trustees and legal head of HIVN. He also holds key positions as chief legal advisor for Future One Nigeria Network and managing consultant of Walter Gray Consulting. His beautiful bride, Mrs. Adedonyi Mercy Orekoya, is a talented lab scientist and renowned fashion designer. Samuel's parents are Reverend Olabode Orekoya Sanwo-Olu, General Overseer and Senior Pastor of Christ Image Assembly Worldwide, and Pastor Muji Orekoya, former Grants Director of IHVN and current CEO of Phoenix for the Hopeless Foundation. Mrs. Adedonyi's parents are esteemed Chief Peter and Chief Mrs. Folashade Adeyemi. The happy couple shared their spark that ignited their love and future aspirations.
He's the perfect gentleman I've been praying, searching, I've been looking for all this while. So, he's handsome, he's kind, he's loving, the man of God. So he's everything I ever need in a man.
She's God-fearing, she's beautiful, she's smart, and she's just the perfect person for me. So that's just it.
The day brought nostalgic moments and beginning of a new life. Karma.
Now talking sports. Knowing the importance of sport, the FCT Education Resource Center engaged its staff in different sporting activities, all in a bid to keep fit. Mariam George Jutable has details.
After competing in different sporting activities, the staff of FCT Education Resource Center embarked on this roadwork exercise, which climaxes activities for the event that commenced 3 weeks ago. The Permanent Secretary, FCT Education Secretariat, Joy Okeke, says this initiative is worthy of emulation because it will energize as well as keep the staff alert.
I can see the spirit of unity, oneness in Education Resource Center. As you can see, the joy in the workout and coming back together to celebrate.
Director FCT Education Resource Center, Nima Dawood Abdurrahim, reaffirms that since the inception of the exercise 3 years ago, the exercise has been very rewarding.
Most of our staff are now conscious of the fact that exercising the body will also bring about effective delivery of their duty.
At the end of the event, Blue House, known as Samaila A. Tiga House, came third position. Brown House, known as Emmanuel O. Aino House, second. While Purple House, known as Mrs. Alu Rebecca Ugandan House, emerged winner.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Mariam George, Jitubo, NTA News.
And now for more reports on sports, let's now join our sports desk.
The Nigerian Super Eagles, having secured their spot at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations and topped Group D, are set to face Rwanda in their final qualifier this Monday. Despite the status of the match, head coach Austin Eguavon emphasized the importance of maintaining momentum ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers.
Our boys are 100% professional and they know what it takes to win games. They know what it takes to perform. So I'm not sure they're going to blink for a minute. The way we approach Rwanda, the same way we approach Brazil, the way we approach Argentina, the same way we approach Rwanda.
We've qualified. I think there's so much concern whether we're going to take it serious or not, but I think all of us would have been very happy to qualify with 2 games in hand. So we are here now. We can't change the situation. We're going to take the game very seriously. It's also a way for us to prepare for next year, 2025.
Elsewhere, the Confederation of African Football has announced that the draw for the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations will hold on Friday, November 22. The draw ceremony will hold at the Mohammed VI Technical Center in Saleh, Morocco. 12 teams, including the Super Falcons of Nigeria, will compete at the competition. To boxing, American YouTuber Jake Paul has admitted that he was scared during his fight with boxing legend Mike Tyson. Paul secured a hard-fought victory over Tyson at AT&T Stadium by unanimous decision after a thrilling 8 round of fights. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
Thank you for watching NTA Channel 5 News at 1. I am Aisha Oba Ali. See you again at 7 p.m. Good afternoon.